the toe stretch. The toe stretch is a beautiful pose for the beginning of a sequence, since it's a upright pose, a moment where our students are still just arriving and have the opportunity to orient themselves, what's happening in the class, where they are at, and to create their own little safe space. Also, it's a beautiful way to really explore the opportunity of how it feels to feel sensation and sit with them, and to observe through stillness all the sensations really appearing, since it is a quite intense pose for most of the students. Now, toe stretch is quite simple. Simply sit on your heels, stretching your toes. It is really helpful to use your fingers to really bring them apart from each other to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Easy for some, quite difficult for others. So if you really feel like after, the first moments, this is going to be too intense for you, here is the option to really just to elevate your weight from the heels. Therefore, your toes have the opportunity to escape a little and make the stretch a little bit more easy. If we choose this alternative, we can also really lean forward, perhaps on the elbows, perhaps even a little bit more comfortable on a bowstring, to really release all the weight off the feet and stay for a little longer here. Another option here is, of course, you could also take a little blanket under the knees to make this more comfortable. And of course, for people with knee, ankle, or toe issues, this might be rather a challenging pose. Here we can also use the option to simply take perhaps a little block, a little support. Can be either a wall or can be like this here on a block, where we just have the toe stretch without any additional body weight or gravity. And our knees can be also a little bit more relaxed, right? So many different options. However, if you are in the first option, this is probably one of the few poses where I would recommend not to go for the regular 3 minutes, as for most of the people this is really intense, and probably 2 minutes here already is leaving us with quite a big challenge and lots of sensations. Now, after 2 minutes, as always, with as little movement as possible, swing your legs around to find a comfortable rebound. Allow the toes and its joints to come to neutrality in their own time, without first trying to move actively. This is the moment to observe the sensations, to observe how your body is forming to neutrality in its own pace, and to really, in stillness, observe and enjoy that echo of the pose a moment. A perfect opportunity to really feel all our attention and energy being directed towards our feet and toes, which never get much attention in daily life, right? Yet they carry us through life all day long. Happy toes after a moment here, and we really can be grateful and enjoy free flow of energy here again. Now the toe squat is also an excellent pose to activate the kidney meridian, as the kidney meridian has a point here, kidney number 1 on the ball of your foot. Right here, the kidney meridian starts and flow on the inside leg to the groin area and on the middle line of the body all the way up to the clavicle. So kidney number 1 on the bottom is a great point to invite a clear mind and a calm heart, and to release all excess energy. to really ground ourselves and let go of nervousness or any agitations. So a perfect pose, generally a perfect point at the beginning of a class to invite calmness and yin energies. And this pose in particular really applies the full body weight exactly on that point, right? So here through piezoelectricity pressure, we activate kidney number 1 in this pose and Qi flow in the kidney meridian, which can be helpful to build basic trust in life, to reflect on our subconscious fears or response to those things which we find perhaps challenging. The kidney meridian really is the yin of the water element, and the water element brings within with its inner reflection, grounding perseverance, and ultimately it allows us to look into the questions of who am I and what am I here for? All beautiful things and opportunities, especially at the beginning of the class.